How do you assess just the rookie season as a whole? Does it seem crazy that it's over? I know a lot happened, but how do you assess it?
It was definitely crazy. Feels like it was a flash. When I started to think about like when we started, it does seem like it was a while. I talk all the time compared to a college season. Is the last 10-game stretch where going game by game quick, and I think that's most of the college season. So it was pretty crazy to think about. But the season was a blast, and I wouldn't want it any other way. It has its ups and downs, but any season does. So I'm thankful that I'm here.
When you look back at the start of the season for yourself, what do you attribute those struggles to, and what changed for you?
I think it was just coming into a new thing with the season, and honestly, that was, to be honest, probably the most I've dealt with and struggled with, in one season, and I think it taught me a lot about myself. And I always go back to kind of the coolest thing my parents said was, without struggle, your story's not gonna kind of worth being told, and if you can't fight through that and be resilient, then what makes a good story. So I feel like kind of going through that, being resilient and just trying to play the game that I've been playing since I was little and getting comfortable out there taught me a lot about myself.
From literally draft night, you've been a fan favorite and have gotten so many cheers and everything every time you stepped on the court. What has it meant to you to get that much of a fan reception, literally just from the second you were drafted, and how did it help throughout your rookie season?
It means everything. I don't think I'd get as much love anywhere else in here in Toronto, and just the people welcome me and my family from day one. I remember coming out the little Sprinter van and seeing my big picture on the arena, and I think that was the coolest thing because it was just genuine. I walk out and people are not like begging for pictures, but they're just like, if you have time, can we take one? And that was kind of my first look at the Canadian just love and support, and I wouldn't want to be in any other city than this.
How did you see Scotty's find his voice and his leadership change over the course of the year?
Tremendously. Obviously I wasn't here last year, but throughout the season, he's probably one of the smartest players I've played with, and a lot of people obviously don't see our practices every day, but the way he just communicates, and even on the bench when he was out, he's yelling at me sometimes more than coach, getting on me with different closeouts and stuff like that, and then when I do it right, he's the first one to lift me up. So you need a player like that, and I need a player like that, because that helps me grow, and hopefully we can just push each other in that way.
When you were kind of prepping to make the jump to the NBA, is there any differences in what you thought would translate well that maybe was harder once you got to this level? And is there anything that was easier at the NBA level than you thought it would be?
No, I thought it was going to be hard pretty much the whole time, but I think I keep saying like getting comfortable with it. I think it's just repetitions and, being in game situations, and that's why I'm so thankful, that Darko gave me the opportunity to, be in those situations. Obviously, we had those obstacles with people out, but, when I had those opportunities, I just wanted to make the most of it and kind of stick with the rotation, and I felt like I did a solid job at that. So I think, there's some things in college where I was like, if I work on this more, maybe just with spacing of the floor, obviously I know the court's going to be bigger. So some things I took into the summer and tried to translate to that, but obviously I have a, better knowledge of what to kind of do in the next season.
Thanks for watching the Toronto Raptors YouTube channel. Check out our latest videos and subscribe for more.
Trent answers back. Gary, sidestep, three, got it.